What's up guys, Larko, and today I got a quick settings video. Now I've had quite a few people ask me about this, so I'm going to go over my settings in game as well as my Sonar EQ settings for my headset. If you're not aware, SteelSeries Sonar basically works with near enough every headset, and you can now actually share your presets, so I'll have a download link for that in below. All you'll do is download SteelSeries GG, and then I think you just double click it and it opens up an EQ. I'm not entirely sure, I've never done it myself, but there will be a link for my EQ down below. But I will go over that in a moment. So with 2042, there's not actually a lot to do when it comes to settings. So as you can see here, I'm on 240Hz 1440p monitor. My field of view is on 90. Whack it up for third person field of view and then have ADS field of view turned on. This is essentially going to give you your field of view effect while you're aiming down sights. Thus far, giving you the illusion of having less visual recoil. Some of you may prefer to have it off, but I have it on, and if you want less visual recoil, essentially turn it on. I run my brightness on 60. Obviously, you have motion blur off. You're not playing a single player game. Chromatic aberration and vignette, we have both of them off as well because we're not playing a single player game. I run texture quality on high, texture filtering on medium, and then everything else pretty much on low and off, apart from high fidelity objects amount. I run that on medium. Obviously RTX off, dynamic resolution scale off as well, future frame rendering off as well, because this increases input and visual latency, as well as VSync that does that as well. So if you are unaware, yeah, VSync and future frame rendering, they have increased input latency, and when it comes to an online FPS game, always want that decreased. These will give you a smoother gaming experience, like visually, but yeah, I always run them off. In case anyone is wondering as well, I'll quickly go over my HUD settings. There's not really a lot on here at all. Obviously I have my custom colors and stuff and show kills made by squad and nearby. These are the settings as well. I have my damage values. I have it set to screen center small, and then I have a vertical offset as -100 just so it comes up underneath my reticle. I find this best for me. You may want this somewhere else, but this is where I run it. All of this other stuff here is preference, and it's nice because I haven't actually looked at this since they've added this, but now they actually show you how big everything is and where it's located to, because before they didn't. You were just changing sliders and then you'd have to see it in game. So this is nice to see. But yeah, this is what I run everything on though. Now for crosshair, I have that on 100. Outline opacity is on 50. I have green because it stands out quite a bit. I was running pink for a while, but I find green's just the best for every map. I have a crosshair thickness on thick as well. You may want this thinner, but I find it's just, it stands out a lot better and it's a lot nicer. Here are my headshot, kill, and armor hit indicators as well, in case any of you want to see these. Again, this is minimap stuff. I think everything for this was in HUD general, but if not, here it is just in case. Now sound settings, these are all completely subjective view when it comes to volume, but this is what I've mine set as. And then I have the audio mix as 3D headphones. Now I play with a 600 DPI. I used to run it a hell of a lot higher, but I've reduced it, and I use my soldier mouse aim sensitivity on 22. Uniform soldier aiming off as well. I absolutely hate this. I don't know why they turned it on by default with one of the updates. I think it was back in like season 4 or 5, I can't remember, but it felt grim. So personally, I'd always run this off. Now here are my independent values when it comes to zoom aim sensitivity. Now again, sensitivity is all subjective to everyone that's playing the game. I've had quite a few people ask me about my sensitivities and stuff and DPI. So yeah, I play on 600 DPI. My sensitivity is on 22, and then these are the individual values. And the ones here at 100 is just because I never ever use these and I just can't be bothered to turn them down. So that's it essentially for my 2042 settings. Now I'm going to show you my Sonar EQ stuff, and you can then use this if you wish to. Now here in Sonar, if you come along to Mixer, you will see Game. When you click the settings cog, you basically just select your headset. Come along to Game. Now this is where my EQ lays. So my Battlefield 2042 EQ, I'm simply just going to share this. I'll have a download link in the description. I don't know why that's got an extra space between it. Let's get rid of that. So as you can see here, I have the bass hired quite a bit and a little bit of the mid-range as well as the highs. I don't actually know what the frequency is for footsteps in this game, but I find this to be the best. It's sort of similar to Modern Warfare. There's quite a bit of bass when it comes to footsteps, so this just increases it. Now, if you have a supported headset like the Novas like I do, or the Arctis Pro, you can turn spatial audio on, put distance up to max, and put performance down, because performance on immersion just sounds grim in my opinion, even on single player games. I personally play with spatial audio off. I don't know, I can't really get on with it, but if you like it, turn it on. But yeah, this will be easy to just download and install. As far as I'm aware, you literally just download it, and then I think you just double click it and open it. Just make sure you do have SteelSeries GG installed, and yes, you will be able to use it. Now, CFGs can be a super easy way to just massively improve performance on Battlefield 2042 along with other games. Down below, I will leave a link to Silk OCE's video about CFGs in Battlefield 2042. It's super easy to install. You basically just find your game directory and you just drag and drop drop it. Simple as that. Silk has pinned his CFG in his comments, and this is essentially it. But yeah, you can just download it and then drag and drop it in this. I don't personally use it, but if you want to increase your performance, that's an easy way of doing it. If you've had experience with Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, older games like that, then you'll know how handy these are to have. If you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.